everybody, it's Shawn Marie from Kennedy's Cuties. So if you watched my last video, you know that I have decided to do a challenge for free Instagram patterns, and I drew the food category. I'm going to expand that a little bit into food and drink, I think, just because I didn't find tons and tons of food related items that I'd actually want to work on. So I am going to expand it into food and drink. First item I'm going to do is a toast. And I do want to try to make as many of the foods as I can into amusables. They're Jellycat amusables. And we'll see what we can get done. But the first one I'm going to work on is a toast. This is Tommy the Toast by Curled Up Chameleon. Free on Instagram. He does have little feet so that he is like a little amusable. Okay, so I am at my yarn wall. My category, as you can see right here, was food. I am going to pick out the color I think I'm going to want for my toast. This could take a minute because my shelves are a mess right now. I've moved a lot of stuff around in the painting process. You have to move stuff to paint, and then you have to move stuff to, get back to it. And okay, so I see some browns down here. I'm going to pull out, I think it's Teddy Bear. This will be my crust. And I think I want to go with, I'm not sure if I want to go with cream or white for the inner toast. I wished I had something like really, really like tan, because toast really isn't white anymore when it's toasted, obviously. I don't think I have anything along that line, so I think I am going to go with the cream, because it's at least a little, you know what? I know it will work. Marshmallow. Marshmallow will work, because it has that little bit more color to it than just bread. If I can get it out of the package one-handed while I hold my phone. Okay, so we have got somewhere here. Marshmallow right there. All right, so these are my toast colors. And since the crust is going to be that brown, I might want to go up to espresso for his feet. Or I might just keep him the same teddy bear color. So we will see. And this is how mine came out. I did use little koi eyes. I used teddy bear for my brown. I think this is chocolate for the feet. And I used marshmallow for my toast. And I think he came out absolutely adorable. Decent size. So yeah. And he was very, very quick to make. I really had no problems with this pattern. It was pretty straightforward, easy to understand. Very, very quick. The whole thing probably took me less than a half an hour. So, yeah, I think he's really cute. This is a free crochet pattern for corn. He does come out of his little husk. It is by Beckus, at Beckus _plushies. You can see that right there. Yep. So, okay, so one down. The next one I'm going to do is a corn. So I'm going to pull some yellow from over here. I think this one is just yellow. Maybe it's sunshine. No, it is definitely sunshine. Yep, so we're going to use Sunshine. And then I need a green. I think I'm going to go with this one here. I think this is Sour Apple. Sour Apple, yes. Do I want the Sour Apple? Or should I go with more with the Kelly Green? Maybe I should go with the Kelly Green. I'm knocking everything down. Oh, this is seaweed salad. I think I'm going to go with this. I think I'm going to use the seaweed salad on this one. This is a free crochet pattern for corn. He does come out of his little husk. It is by Beckus, at Beckus _plushies. You can see that right there. Yep. So, and here is mine. And I did add the feet to him to make him an amusable. I just freehanded these feet. And again, these are in Teddy Bear. The green is Kelly Green, and this is Sunshine Yellow. Again, I used the koi eyes, a little bit bigger this time. He still pops out of his corn. His husk, I guess I should say. He is the corn. But, yeah, just added the little feet. And now he's an amusable. And he's an interactive amusable. So this is a really, really good pattern. Again, super simple to follow. The baubles for the hands are optional. You do not have to add them on. They do add them on as an afterthought kind of thing. You know, you surface crochet your bauble onto these, but you could easily work them right into the round if you decided you wanted to do that rather than surface crochet them on afterwards. But again, you don't have to put them on at all either. So, very simple pattern. Again, worked up very, very quickly. Awfully cute. A little larger than Toast. Oh, what did I do with Toast? What did I do with him? Oh, set him on the side here. This one is quite a bit larger, as you can see. So I had to make his feet much, much larger to accommodate the fact that he is a larger plushie. A larger amusable. He's good sized. But again, very, very cute. This is the dumpling. It's called Little Dumpling Crochet Pattern. It is by Storybook Crochet Co. I evidently cropped it out of this picture, but it's Storybook Crochet Co. And this is the little dumpling, and as you can see, he is not an amusable, but... So now we are moving on to making a little dumpling. And I think I'm going to make my dumpling in cream. So this is the cream. I do have one open though, so I'm going to finish this one off first. And this will be my little dumpling. I did add feet to him and made him into an amusable. I didn't put the yarn cheek on him like they have in the picture. I have not added a mouth, but they don't have a mouth on theirs either. I did blush his cheeks with makeup blush. And of course my camera doesn't really want to focus to show it, but you can see slightly here it's a little makeup blushed. And I might go back in and add, the yarn blush. I don't know, as I think he looks like a dumpling though. I mean, the top is really cute, the way it's made, it's constructed. You pull it all together to close it. But I almost think he looks more like a garlic bulb. But he's a dumpling, and he is very, very cute. So yeah, I just freehanded the feet again. This is cream. Maybe I should have gone with marshmallow to make him look a little more doughy, dumpling-y. But I freehanded the feet and just made him a cute little amusable. And I think he'll sell well because he is very cute. One thing I do want to say about this pattern, however, when you get to the point where you stop increasing and then you work up, I think it's 7 rounds of 36, they do not have that in the directions. That section is missing. So it goes right from, I think it's row 7 to row 14 in the pattern or something like that. I'd bring it up, but, well, I can bring it up. It's right here. Okay, round 6 is single crochet, 2 increase, single crochet 2 increase, single crochet 4 increase times 5, which brings you up to 36 stitches. And then they skip you right to round 14. So from 6 to 14, that 7 rounds is missing. That 7 rounds is just 36 single crochet for 7 rounds. But that is missing in here. Just keep that in mind if you decide you want to make this. That is an issue with that one. And this one is Berger. He is Berger by Bubble Plushies. Very, very easy pattern to follow. Okay, I am moving on to this little Bear Burger. I don't think I'm going to make him an amusable because it already is a bear, so I don't think I need to add the feet to it. But I am going to need teddy bear yarn. Anyway, as I was saying, teddy bear yarn for the burger. I think maybe it's too dark. Yeah, probably the lightest, about the lightest brown I have though. So I need green, and I think I'm going to use seaweed salad as my green for the lettuce. And a red, and I probably would want to use poppy, but I don't have poppy. That red is Bernat Chunky or one. It's not the, yeah, it's not the one I want. I think this one is Cardinal. This one's Cardinal, so this one's Candy Apple. So I got a little bit of Candy Apple here. Don't mind the mess on the floor. I've been crocheting and just throwing my fuzz on the floor. I need some yellow and a dark brown. So we need a cheese. I'll go back to that sunshine. And a darker brown for the burger. Probably making you guys dizzy. Oh, look, it's Thumpy. See the hole he tore through my side of my yarn thing here. Now he's going to eat the paper off my yarn. Thumpy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so I have a little bit of chocolate here that I'm going to use for my burger. All right, let's get this one started. Something that I found very unique about this pattern is that each piece is done individually. And then you get your bottom bun, which is really cool if you want to hide all your ends and make it like a stacking toy for a child. It would be a perfect little stacking toy. Very, very, very cute. Very quick to make. Easy pattern to follow. The only thing I didn't care for about it is that it doesn't tell you to put the eyes in until you're done. And I'd rather have my eyes be secure by putting the backs on them rather than having to pop them in afterwards. I mean, that's an easy fix. If I had read through the pattern, I would have just added the eyes prior to closing my bun top off. But I didn't, so I do have to glue mine in. So it's, you know, it's not going to be super baby safe. It'll have to be for like 3 and up. You're supposed to crochet and embroider a nose on. I'm just going to use a little plastic popping one. You could sew these together if you decided you wanted to. You could just work your way down through with your ends of your yarn on each layer and sew it all together if you don't want it to come apart. I am going to hot glue mine together. I'm not going to keep it as a stackable because I didn't weave my ends in. They're all poking through on the back side. So I'm just going to glue it together. Again, like I said, I'm not going to advertise it as a 3 and under toy anyway. It would be like a 3 and up. So, very cute pattern. Awfully cute. It makes probably one of the cutest bear burgers that I've seen. And it's a free Instagram one. I mean, you can't beat that. And what did I say it was? Bubble plushies. So, yeah. Another really cute one. This will be my next project. This is a free strawberry cheesecake, Amusable, by Stacy Hughes at Pretty Sweet Stitches. So the color I'm going to use for feet will be Teddy Bear again. Teddy Bear, upside down. The bottom of my cheesecake, I'm going to use almond butter. For the middle layer, I would like cream. Get up off the floor. And cream is right here. Cream. And I think for the top of my cake, I will do bubblegum. So there is my colors for that. And I will get that one started. Okay, so I finished the strawberry shortcake. I saw Robin at Notting Hook Crochet making this one as well, and hers were so adorable, and she said they sell really well. So here he is. I think he's precious, or she's precious, or whichever. Who knows, right? The strawberry on the top is very simple to make. You just make a magic ring of 5, and then you just do 5 chained out pieces that you slip stitch back in. You make the little strawberry, and then you just add on your seeds, and you just sew it to the top of the cake part afterwards. The cake itself is very easy to make. I mean, you just do your magic ring until you get out to the amount of stitches, then you do a back loop stitch to form it to go up, do your color changes, and then you do a back loop stitch to start decreasing to bring it back in. Gives it this wonderful little round cake shape. Add on the little Jellycat feet and your strawberry on top, and you're done. And it is incredibly cute. I love this one. And then in addition to him, I did the little lemon. This is by Sola Crochet, and it's called the Jellycat Lemon. And this is how my little one came out. I got his mouth a little crooked here, so he has kind of a sideways smirk. But I think he came out really cute. I made my lemon so it looks like it's coming out of the glass rather than attaching it to the side like they had. And of course my stars get red instead of pink. But overall, very easy pattern to follow. Yeah, it's very, very simple. It's straightforward. This is half double crochet as opposed to single crochet, so it works up very quickly. Yeah, really cute, very quick, decent size. I think it's adorable. So there is one more that I have gotten made, and so this is the little lemonade by Lilies.Loop.Crochet. You see that here at the top. free on Instagram. I will actually need that darker yellow for the lemon rind. So let's get started. Okay, we are moving on. We are going to make this cute little cup of lemonade. This is by lilies.loop.crochet. Free Instagram pattern. So let's pick out some colors. So for my yellow, I don't want that. I don't want the sunshine one this time. I want the just plain yellow. It's a little bit paler. This one here. So that's the just plain yellow. And then we need a blue for the rim of the cup. I think I'm going to go with classic blue. I think this is the classic. Just plain blue. Just blue. And I'm going to go back to cream for the straw. Although I suppose you could make a straw in any color. I could do red, I could do pink or green, but I think I'm going to stick with the cream. I do have a little in here. It might be enough for the straw, so I'm just going to use that amount on it. This will be my next project. This is a free strawberry cheesecake, Amusable, by Stacy Hughes at Pretty Sweet Stitches. So the color I'm going to use for feet will be Teddy Bear again. Teddy Bear, upside down. The bottom of my cheesecake, I'm going to use almond butter. For the middle layer, I would like cream. Get up off the floor. And cream is right here. Cream. And I think for the top of my cake, I will do bubblegum. So there is my colors for that. And I will get that one started. So this will be the lemon that I make. It's going to be the next one I work on. And I actually already have pretty much all these colors out, so I'm not going to bother digging them out here with you. The lemon, I just got done with the lemonade. The brown, I just got done for the lemonade. All I need is to grab some green. So, yeah, that's the next one I'll be working on. And here is my little lemon. Very, very easy make. The little leaves can come down more or they can curl up. I like them curled out. Super easy. Little brown on the end of it here, just a few stitches of the brown on the end to give it a little more stem appearance. The original does show it, but I think that adding that makes a big difference, because I saw a couple of other patterns that didn't. It just ended with the yellow and then there was like one leaf on it. So I think picking this one was a better choice, because I do like the addition of all the little extra stuff, the two leaves and the brown stem, and so he's a very cute pattern, and again works up very quickly. All of these worked up very, very quickly, I have to say. However, that being said, I did not get a lot done. These are it. These are the ones I got finished. again, I did go back to work this week. I don't do nights anymore, I do days. So my only crochet time right now is between dinner and bed. And that's all I've got for crochet time. So I got as much as I could done. Being the first week back to work, I was really tired. Hopefully I can do better on the next one. You can see my, if I can get my hand in the right place. All the other little jelly cats over here on the shelf. I will bring them back out and show them all to you one by one, and then we'll do another drawing to see what we get for the next one. Alrighty, I'll be right back. Okay, so a quick recap, and for you guys this is going to be like 2 minutes ago that you saw this, but for me this is all week. Clips and clips and clips from all week. But I started with the toast. I thought he was absolutely precious. Worked up very, very quickly. I love him. I think he's very adorable. If you have not made the toast yet, I would definitely recommend that you'd give it a try. It's really cute. But yeah, I like him. So then I did the corn. And again, this corn did not have the Jellycat feet. I just added the feet to it because I wanted him to be a Jellycat. He does have these little bobble arms here, which you do not have to add. And the pattern says, you know, optional. This husk does remove. The corn comes up out of the husk. I'm not going to pull him out right now because I've already done that. Just like I said, you're going to see it just a few minutes ago. So I'm not going to pull him again, but I love him. I think he's my favorite. And he's a really good size. So, and I work with Premier Parfait Chunky and a size 4.25 hook. So, I mean, for it to be this sized with that yarn, you can imagine if you have one of the ones that use plush or any of those other ones, that it will be really, really large. Be more like the pillow sized ones. But anyway, then I made the dumpling. And again, you can barely see his blush on there, but I did blush it with makeup blush. You can see it really well in my hand, just not on the camera. I think he's a little basic, but I think he's really cute. I'm debating whether or not I want to add a mouth to him. Maybe I will, but I haven't as thus far. He has this little, the lighting here is terrible today. Hi, Pump. He's digging at my leg. He wants my attention. So there is the dumpling. What, baby? What do you want? What's your problem? And then the bear, which I did not turn into an amusable. I was hoping to get to an actual hamburger that would be an amusable, and then the bear burger would just be a bear burger because the theme here wasn't amusables, it was food. But I did want to get as many amusables out of it as possible. So anyway, I do have the bear burger, which I think came out absolutely adorable. I love this pattern, I have to say. Even though all the pieces are made individually, it was probably one of the quickest and easiest burger patterns I've ever made. Again, I did glue mine together. I don't really recommend it because I can feel some roughness of the glue right here. I think next time I would sew it together, but I was kind of in a hurry and wanted to get it done. I think I got his nose tipped up a little bit too much, so he kind of looks like a snotty bear. He's a little highfalutin, but he's super cute. I do like him. I might keep him, actually. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I like this one. And then I made the strawberry cheesecake. And another one that is very decent sized. Again, very simple to make. You're just doing simple single crochets up. And then you go back and decrease. Gives it this nice little cake shape. You make a little strawberry to attach to the top. I did sew it on. I did not glue it on, thankfully, because, you know, I have a tendency to glue a little too much, I think. But I love this little cake. I think it is so cute. And I think it will sell quite well. And then, again, the ones I just showed you in the finishing up clips of them is the little glass of lemonade. And my lemon guy. And that is everything for this week's make. So that was 7 makes. So basically it's 1 a night. Not perfect, but that's okay. I'm happy with them. There were so many others I wanted to make. My gosh, I scoured Instagram for patterns to make, to turn into these amusables, or that were already amusables. And I had a chicken nugget here, which I wanted to do. I wanted to make him and turn him into an amusable. And I had this little cup, which I think is precious. I know it's not going to show up on here because the weight doesn't want to show. But it's a little teacup. Amusable. Oh my goodness, there was so many. Pineapple. I had a watermelon slice somewhere here and here. And again, like I said, I had another burger. Yeah, I didn't get to them. Sorry. Maybe I'll do a part 2, because I have this, like, s'mores. I have a tart. Love this little tart. I hope you can see it, because it is so cute. Let me see if I can zoom it just a little bigger. Isn't that adorable? What you can see of it. The glare off in the camera when I do it in this direction is terrible. When I lay them on the table and zoom in on it, it's fine. I had a donut, a banana, a broccoli, the peas in the pod. I mean, I really had high hopes of getting a lot done. An apple, a watermelon slice. But unfortunately, we did not get to all of that. I do need to go ahead and draw now. So let's put the phone aside and I'll go get all my tags and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my box. I have, trying to get them all out, but I can't. All my tags. Whoop, throw them on the floor. I do have them folded over and sealed, so it's not like I can see them until I open them. But let's see what we get. Be a good one, be a good one. We have got birds. We have birds. That ought to be fun. How many bird patterns can I find on Instagram and get done this week? So, yeah. Let's see how that one goes. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is Kennedy's Cuties. I'm Shaw Marie. Kennedy's Cuties is named for my granddaughter Kennedy. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please, please, please subscribe. Please share. I need to get my watch hours up there so I can get monetized. I need to get my subscribers up there as well. It's not just monetization, you know, it's not just watch time, but yeah, it's been a slow start. So if you guys like it, please share. Please share with other people that you know that watch this content and help me get my name out there. Bye guys. Have a good one. And then in addition to him, I did the little lemon. This is by Sola.crochet and it's called the Jellycat Lemon. And this is how my little one came out. I got his mouth a little crooked here, so he has kind of a sideways smirk. But I think he came out really cute. I made my lemon so it looks like it's coming out of the glass rather than attaching it to the side like they had. And of course my stars got red instead of pink. But overall, very easy pattern to follow. Yeah, it's very, very simple. It's straightforward. This is half double crochet as opposed to single crochet, so it works up very quickly. Yeah, really cute, very quick, decent size. I think it's adorable. So there is one more that I have gotten made, and so this is the little lemonade by Lilies dot loop dot crochet. You see that here at the top. Free on Instagram. I will actually need that darker yellow for the lemon rind. So let's get started. Okay, we are moving on. We are going to make this cute little cup of lemonade. This is by Lilies dot loop dot crochet. Free Instagram pattern. So let's pick out some colors. So for my yellow, I don't want that. I don't want the sunshine one this time. I want the just plain yellow. It's a little bit paler. This one here. So that's the just plain yellow. And then we need a blue for the rim of the cup. I think I'm going to go with classic blue. I think this is the classic. Just plain blue. Just blue. And I'm going to go back to cream for the straw. Although I suppose you can make a straw in any color. I could do red, I could do pink or green, but I think I'm going to stick with the cream. I do have a little in here. It might be enough for the straw, so I'm just going to use that amount on it. Okay, so I finished the strawberry shortcake. I saw Robin at Notting Hook Crochet making this one as well, and hers were so adorable, and she said they sell really well. So here he is. I think he's precious, or she's precious, or whichever. Who knows, right? The strawberry on the top is very simple to make. You just make a magic ring of 5, and then you just do 5 chained out pieces that you slip stitch back in. You make the little strawberry, and then you just add on your seeds, and you just sew it to the top of the cake part afterwards. The cake itself is very easy to make. I mean, you just do your magic ring until you get out to your amount of stitches, then you do a back loop stitch to form it to go up, do your color changes, and then you do a back loop stitch to start decreasing to bring it back in. Gives it this wonderful little round cake shape. Add on the little jellycat feet and your strawberry on top, and you're done. And it is incredibly cute. I love this one.